Welcome to Memory Lane. Today you haven't come to Pound Lane but to Memory Lane because Ramesh Bhai and Usha Ben are here to take us down the memory lane back to the days of Mama and Baba. So thank you very much for being here and coming in and sharing with us some beautiful jewels of knowledge. And I would also like to welcome Daddy back to London as well. Daddy's sitting here in the front. I don't know if everybody knows. And I'm sure Daddy will come and share some more jewels towards the end. We've already started this process on Thursday when Ramesh Bhai came and met the accounts department, and we had a very beautiful interview session with Ramesh Bhai, and I think Usha Ben was at another program at that time, and Ramesh Bhai had shared some beautiful insights into the whole yagya and the history. So today I'm going to be a real Sindhi and try and squeeze that last bit out of that tea bag which is left and reuse that tea bag and try to get the best jewels from Ramesh Bhai and Usha Ben so that everybody here can benefit from it. Ramesh Bhai, we're going to go back down the memory lane. I presume nobody needs an introduction for Ramesh Bhai and Usha Ben because if you haven't seen them, probably means you've been missing class, so because they've been here for a week.
I always say week is week.
A week is week. That's right, that's right. Ramesh Bhai, I'm not going to be asking you any accounting question today because we're going to bore everybody up there, so we're going to stick to the Yagya history. Am I right in saying that Brahma Baba came and stayed with you when he was in Bombay?
No, he did not stay with us. He stayed at my invitation. We had blocked on another flat in one building known as Western Court, and there he stayed for 4.5 months. But he used to come to our house for either lunch or dinner. Once he came near my office also, and when he came near my office, he said, "Oh, here is my shop also." And Baba's shop was just near my office also.
Okay, so can you now transcend all of us back to those days when Brahma Baba was in Bombay and really make us live that experience? Because I think a lot of us have never lived that experience. I'm sure Daddy shared a lot about it, but we want to hear it firsthand from you.
About that experience of 4.5
Brahma
months?
Baba, yeah. In essence, what did you really get out of it?
There are so many experiences because so many times Baba visited Bombay, but I will particularly narrate that experience of, that unique experience of being host of Baba for 4.5 months. It was sometime in 57. And what happened that my mother, Lokik mother, came to me and she said that she would like to invite Brahma Baba and Mamma to Bombay. So I said, okay, I don't mind. So she said that, do you know the meaning of word invitation? I said, yes, it means that all the expenses right from Mount Abu to Bombay, stay in Bombay, and going back to Abu, all those expenses will be borne by us. That's the meaning of word invitation. So it was decided, and my mother sent invitation. And Baba rejected that invitation, saying that he will not come at the invitation of the mother, he will come at the invitation of the child. That means me. So the question was how to write invitation. So I told my mother that you please get the invitation written at the center only because Baba is a great personality, and for inviting a great personality, we must have a suitable invitation. So Dada Anand Kishore drafted that invitation letter. I signed it. And Baba immediately sent telegram saying that please book flat for me for 4 months. Baba and Mama will come there and stay for 4 months. So we started searching for a flat. And fortunately, within a couple of days only, we got one flat for and I booked it for 4.5 months. Dadi Pushpa Shanta was there. She said that no, no, no. When Baba has said that the flat has to be booked for 4 months, we cannot book it for 4.5 months. So I was just at that time a cooperative soul. I was not 100% Baba's child. I told her that don't worry, Dadi. If at all Baba does not stay for 4.5 months, but 4 months, the loss will be there. The loss will be my loss. Why you are worried? Let us book it for 4.5 months. So we booked it for 4.5 months. And Dadi Pushpa Shanta wrote back to Baba that we have booked this thing, but Ramesh has insisted that the flat should be booked for 4.5 months. So he has booked flat for 4.5 months and not for 4 months. So Baba said, okay, you see. And then Baba came by train. I went there with my car, you see, and my mother at the back received Baba. Baba was sitting in front of my car, and Mama and my mother used to sit at the back. And then the real test started. You see, examinations by Maya, examinations by relatives and all those things are separate examinations, but the real examination is also examination by Baba also. So Baba started examination. Baba said that, oh child, you think that you see Baba is going to stay for 4.5 months, but Baba is not going to stay for 4.5 months. And all those things he started asking all those questions. I was laughing. At the back, you see, Mama was there. The Mama was saying that be quiet and calm. Don't worry about these examinations by Baba. So I was able to look it with my mirror in the front. So Mama was encouraging me to remain calm and quiet and face the examination boldly. And so Baba told me for 5 or 7 minutes that why I have wasted money for 4.5 months. Baba has only promised to stay there for 4 months. And Baba said he is going to go away at the end of 4th month. So I said, okay. So Baba said for 5-7 minutes, and then I said, Baba, have you finished? He said, yes, I have finished. Then I said, can I now reply your questions? He said, yes. So I told Baba that, look, if we had booked this flat for 4 months, we would have received possession today early morning at 6 o'clock. Now your train has come at 6:30. We would have received only 30 minutes to make preparations. And how can we make preparations to receive you and all those things? So we have taken possession in advance. We have taken possession 5 days in advance. Still we have got 4 months and 10 days. In 5 days of time, what happens that I have repainted, because after all, you see, you are a great person, you see, and the flat might have been used by others also for some other purposes we don't know. So I got the flat whitewashed, colored also, new carpets, furniture, and then all those curtains and everything. And the dadis and others shifted to that flat also, 1 day in advance. And they started cooking also. And by the time Baba reached there, class was also ready. Everything was ready with mic, tape recorder, and all those things. So they were ready there. The tape recorder was not there at that time, sorry. Mic and everything was ready. And I said, Baba, class will be also ready. All these things we could not have done in time, within 30 minutes. And secondly, you always say that as per your knowledge, I was saying, because I was not accepting Baba's knowledge. I said, as per your knowledge, drama is more powerful than Shiv Baba also. So it does not. It may happen that you may have to stay here for more than 4 months also, and then at that time, what will happen? That even if you want to stay for a further period, the landlord might have already given this flat to somebody else, and so you will be stranded. We will be also stranded, and you will have to leave this place. So drama is more powerful. And lastly, even if you go at the end of the 4th month, what happens? There will be many brothers and sisters coming from outside Bombay. They will like to meet you, and during your presence, they will not like to see Bombay. Bombay, as you say, is going to be underwater in the golden age. So they will not be able to see Bombay in the golden age or silver age also. So they can see Bombay during this confluence age only. So after you go back, we will take care of all the guests and make arrangements for their stay and for viewing Bombay and all those things. So like that, I explained to Baba, and then by that time we reached Western Court, and Baba was there, you see, and then Baba started giving Murli and all those things. I thought that's the end of my role, because I had invited Baba for my mother. So I just went there for 2 or 3 days, and then I stopped going there. So after 4 or 5 days, you see, my mother came running to me and said that Baba says that he wants to go back to Bombay, Abu. He does not want to stay here. So I said, what is the problem? Everything is okay. Everything is managed very nicely and all those things. Then why Baba wants to go back, and he has promised that he will stay for 4 months, and then why he is going away? So you see, my mother said that Baba says that where is the host? I was not there in the class, I was not going there. So I had my other work also. So I said, I was not going there. So my mother said that Baba says in the absence of the host, how can the guest survive and stay? So Baba said that he is going back. So I asked my mother, what is the solution? So the solution was very simple, that I have to attend class regularly. That was Baba's yukti, that he did not accept invitation from my mother, but he accepted invitation from me. And so I started attending classes regularly. But I was not interested much in the knowledge at that time. So I used my both ears, knowledge going from here, coming out from this, and knowledge from going on from here, coming out from this. And I had that habit, I was always listening like this. I was not looking at the face of Baba. So Baba was noticing everything. And then he told my mother that Ramesh is afraid that Baba's magic may spoil him. And therefore he is not looking at me while listening to Murli. So like that Baba was watching me thoroughly. And then my doctors were advised that Baba should be taken for morning walk. So I used to come early in the morning, and we used to take to Baba to Hanging Garden and for a drive and all those things. Like that, many times in the evening also I used to go there and take food and all those things. Then the main thing came. We used to take Baba, whenever Baba used to come, Dada Vishwakishore was getting medical checkup of Baba. So say for example, Baba was to go on Monday. So on Saturday, we took Baba to a doctor and for medical checkup. And he said, doctor said that this and this medical tests have to be done. Monday was the last day if we had agreed for a contract for 4 months. That was the last day. Baba would have been forced to go away on Monday. But as I have already told you, there were 10 extra days also because the contract was 4.5 months. So on Monday morning, my sister came with me and she took blood, and we went to a laboratory and gave it to that laboratory, and we wanted the report. You know, doctor is here, you see. Well, after all, reports cannot be taken out by magic. It requires time, you see. So the laboratory officer or man in charge said, okay, he accepted the blood sample and said that come on Wednesday. And then come on Thursday morning, your report will be ready on Thursday morning. Dada Vishwakishore said that nothing doing. Baba wants to go back because the doctor said that after the medical report, come to us and he will examine Baba again, and then he will give prescribe medicines and all those things. So the report could not be taken out in absentia. And so Baba had to be to that doctor again. So he said, earliest that can be, you see, can be by Wednesday, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the night. And so we can give report on Thursday morning only. So that means, you see, Baba had to extend his stay in Bombay. So my original statement that as per drama, you see, your drama is more powerful than Sri Baba also. So we went back to Baba, Western Court, and then I was just standing far away from Baba, listening to what transpires between Dada Vishwakishore and Brahma Baba. And Baba said, what time the report is going to come? So Dada Vishwakishore said that Baba report will come on Thursday morning, and then we will be able to see the doctor on Thursday in the evening, the doctors rule the world. So Baba said that, Dada Vishwakishore said that, Baba, you cannot go today evening. So then what to do? So Baba said that, Dada Vishwakishore said that, Baba, we can extend our stay. We have got still this flat for 10 further days, you see. So then I came nearer to Baba and Baba started looking at me like this. And I kept silent. And then Baba said that, okay, we will go on Friday because in the evening, on Thursday evening, doctor's appointment will be there. So Baba said he will go on Friday. Then I intervened and I said, Baba, why you want to go away on Friday? Because on Saturday and Sunday, there are holidays. So many people, many brothers and sisters who otherwise cannot come during the weekday, they can come on Saturday and Sunday. So you go on next Monday, you can still stay there. And even then, you see, out of 10 days, you see, even if you go on next Monday, 7 days, still we will be having in balance just 3 days. So Baba looked at me and said, oh, you are a good accountant. I said, I don't know whether I am a good accountant, but I think I am your good child also. And so Baba said, okay, you see, I will go on next Monday. So this is how you see that stay was there, very lively stay was there. And then I enjoyed Baba's stay. But the only thing that as I have said yesterday also, that you see, I missed that thing that you see, when Baba came, you see, I was a cooperative soul. That's the greatest mistake that I committed. If I had been a Rajyogi soul, then I would have taken much more from Baba during those days rather than, you see, missing those things, because I thought that he is my mother's guru. So as a guru only, I respected him, but I did not respect Baba's knowledge. I respected Baba as a person. But this is how, you see, that unique thing was there. And during those days only, there was one function on Gita. One sannyasi had organized Gita Gyan Yagya, where Yagya means, Yagya, all those things are there, puja and all those things. So Baba had called Brother Jagdish from Delhi. And then Jagdish Bhai was busy in writing. Baba had given him this work of writing real Gita. So he was busy, daily he was writing. So Baba asked him once that, do you spend time with Ramesh? This is what Jagdish Bhai told me afterwards. So Jagdish Bhai said, no, I am very busy with writing this Gita, real Gita, Sachi Gita. So Baba said, no, you should spend time for Ramesh also. You should spend your time with Ramesh, because Ramesh has got very important role in future of this institution. And so you must just save time and talk with Ramesh and influence him with this knowledge also. So this is how, you see, Jagdish Bhai told me that I had not adopted Baba, but Baba had adopted me. That's a great fortune for me. And therefore, I spent those 4.5 months, I think that was the best period of my life.
It's very beautiful.
Huh? Western Court.
Western Court.
वो माता नाम શું હતું? લેન્ડ લેડી પર હતી ને જે નહીં પછી આપણે મારી હતી ને આપણે.
So you all understood that.
Then landlady, then landlady became Baba's child also. She was a Sindhi lady. And afterwards, you see, for years together, she was Baba's child, and then she left body before about 10-15 years. So she was the landlady, and she became Baba's child. Like that, when Baba came to Beacons also, and by that Baba stayed for 6 months. At that time, that Leela and Beacons, not Beacons, Blue Heaven, sorry. Blue Heaven, you see. Ram Leela, Ram, you see. That also, that family also. Whenever Baba, whichever flat Baba occupied, all those landlords, you see, they became Baba's children. So that was the great thing.
That's very beautiful. What actually, I'll move to Usha in a minute, but Ramesh Bhai, what actually shifted your consciousness to say, yes, this is it. I'm actually going to take the jump now. This is it for me. What was it that shifted your consciousness to say that is it for me?
What?
What was the shift in your consciousness, the turning point to actually say that this gyan is for me?
You see, I was in two worlds during those days from 52 to 61, because I had read scriptures also, and I knew the history of Hindu religion, history of Ramayana and Mahabharata and all those things. And I had a firm belief based on this reading of the scriptures, etc., that Ramayana and Mahabharata, as they have not actually taken place. They are epics only. Lokmanya Tilak also, for example, had written history of Indian scriptures, and he has said very clearly there also that there was originally one scripture, one small scripture, Jai. Then you see some additions were made, and it was converted into Vijay. Then Vijay was, further additions were there, and it was converted into and named as Bharat. Then you see, Vyas means just like Vice Chancellor. So the Vice Chancellor during those days, you see, he had 5 Sishyas or 5 disciples. So he asked that add more things also, that add more masala, you see, and make it more lucrative, more effective, more useful to the people. So they added it, and then they made first Mahabharata of 52,000 Sanskrit verses. That was first Mahabharata. And slowly thereafter, you see, the people went on adding and adding and adding. And Gita, you see, was added much later in Mahabharata. So I used to know these things, so I had this knowledge. But I had no guts to accept this knowledge because I had read more than 3,000, 4,000 books. So that part of the philosophy was there, and that was popular philosophy. Known to all, you see, people used to believe in that Krishna and Rama and all those things. So how can I discard and disregard that which is popularly known and accepted also? Because I was attending another Gita Pathshala of that Pandurang Shastri, Swadhyaya group of people also. So I was having that two minds. So here, when I used to come here to Brahma Kumaris, I used to advocate for those scriptures. And when I used to go there, I used to advocate on behalf of Brahma Kumaris. For example, I told Pandurang Shastri also once that Brahma Kumari sisters may not be knowing Sanskrit verse about Sthita Prajna. There is then Gita is the Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna is ka bhasa, kim asit, kim vrajet. Who is that perfect man, you see? That was there in the second chapter. So I told that Pandurang Shastri that Brahma Kumaris may not be knowing in theory the exact meaning of words, Sthita Prajna and all those things. But in reality, you make us Pandit scholars on the subject of Sthita Prajna, but you cannot and you are not in a position to make the lives of your students like Sthita Prajna. So we know in theory what is theory, Sthita Prajna, whereas in case of Brahma Kumaris, they are practically like, in reality, Sthita Prajna. So Pandurang Shastri confessed very openly, said that I do whatever I can within my limits. I have my own limitations. I am a human being. I am not God. And so I told him that in Brahma Kumaris they claim that they are getting this knowledge from God. So he said that is the distinction between human being and the action and reaction of a God. So like that, there I used to advocate on behalf of Brahma Kumaris, and here so I was living in two worlds. So this went on, you see, and then we got married, and then Usha and myself and my mother visited immediately on the very first day of our marriage, Brahma Baba and all those things, and then it's a big history. And then Baba invited Usha to come to Mount Abu for further discussion on Gita sermonizer. And then you see, when they went first, and then I had some work, so after completing my work, I also went there. And while we were returning back from Mount Abu, at that time, on that day in the morning also, Baba gave Murli. I still remember that Murli. It was on conquering attachment, Mohojit. On that subject was there, you see, how to conquer attachment. And so on that day, and in the evening, afternoon 3 o'clock or so, we were about to leave. Baba used to come and give us send-off. And there was a banyan tree at the back. Still, at present also it is still there, but now nobody goes there on that side. We all moved from the front door. So Baba used to come there, and then Baba used to give send-off. On that day, I don't know what happened, but on that day, you see, just before my departure for Bombay, the Santri Dadi came to me and asked me, "What do you think about Brahma Baba?" And I said, till that time also I had that conviction that I told her that he is my mother's guru. So much, those bhakti sanskars were there, you see, and she must have told this thing to Baba also. But Baba was not disturbed by my answer that he is my mother's guru. And when he was about to leave, then he took out handkerchief from his front pocket. Baba used to keep his handkerchief in his front pocket, and he had tears in his eyes. And he started wiping out those tears, tears of love. So that was the turning point. And then during the return journey, I told Usha that look at the magnanimity of this person, great person, you see, that in the morning he is giving Murli on attachment, that one should conquer attachment. And he, at the same time, he clearly understands distinction between attachment and love. In the modern world, what happens that, you see, I mean, we find it many times, and we treat love as synonymous of attachment. And therefore, what happens that in the name of attachment and conquering attachment, we do not share love also. But I told Usha that, look, in the morning he gives attachment. And secondly, just before our departure also I tell him through Santri Dadi that you are guru of my mother. And even then he can give us love. Love with tears in his eyes, you see, and all those things. So look at the magnanimity of it. So we discussed that thing and we said that up till now what has happened that from 52 to 61 I have just discussed this knowledge in theory. I have not experienced this knowledge. I have not experimented with this knowledge. So let us, on our return back to Bombay, go to the institution and take 7 days course or do the meditation and try to understand this knowledge through meditation, through practical realization. And then we came back to Bombay. We sent message to Avyakta Bab Dada, and the Baba gave message that for 7 days we have to come in the morning between 5 and 6, 1 hour meditation, like that. Meditation session was there for 7 days. And then during that period, we could understand the actual difference because we used to do Patanjali yoga. You know, there are so many varieties of yoga, and one of the best in bhakti is that Patanjali yoga. Sri and I used to do that Patanjali yoga. So we could understand the difference between Raj yoga and Patanjali yoga. And then we accepted this knowledge.
Excellent, thank you. Usha Ben, we're going to move to Mama for a bit now. I don't like reading. I don't like reading that much. But I actually read Mama's book, which was given out, I think, a month ago. And that really inspired me. And from there, I could gather that Mama was sort of very lawful. She, from what I understand, is she's the one who actually brought all these maryadas in the Brahma Kumaris. Baba, started the institution, but Mama actually started formalizing. We need all these maryadas. But at the same time, from that book, I actually also saw that there was a very playful Mama as well. Very sort of joyous and enjoy life and very playful. So can you give an experience of Mama as being very lawful and also Mama as being very playful in your experience?
Faithful and
lawful and playful.
faithful.
Playful, somebody who likes...
Playful, loveful and lawful. In short, it is an experience of lawful Mama and loveful Mama.
Mama was staying with us in that flat. And Mama, first I am telling you how Mama was loveful with me, especially. So Mama was giving a special attention to me, and all the time she was very much consider about everything, that what I am doing and what I should do. So many times she used to give me fruits for eating, and when I took the fruit and don't eating it, that time Mama was telling me, why you are not eating fruit, child? You must eat fruit. In that way, Mama was looking at me, and when there was a program, so many programs at that time. So in one program, there was one song which I had to give, I had to sing, but I was not knowing the tune of that song. So I was practicing that song for a while by the night time. Then Mama heard that, and Mama came out from the room, and Mama said, come child here. And Mama started singing that song. Mama was operated before day for tonsils. Mama was not allowed to speak, but yet Mama gave the tune to that song. So I was wondering that how much love Mama has for me. And that...
What is that song also, you can say?
Do you want to sing it? Give us a flavor of it.
Chadori mohe aaj alokika.
Chadori mohe aaj alokik rang, aaj alokik rang, chadori mohe aaj alokik rang.
Beautiful.
So that way Mama used to teach me everything, how to behave with my in-laws. That type of course Mama was teaching me. That in-laws, we were staying in a joint family. So in that way Mama was telling me that I will teach you 7 days course. I said, Mama, I don't have a time to find time to take this course. Mama said, okay, I will call you. So Mama used to call me and tell me that how I should behave with my in-laws and what should I do and everything. Just like a mother, she was teaching me with a loveful manner. Then what happened, that Mama was suffering from a cancer, acute cancer, chronic cancer. And on those days, Jawaharlal Nehru died on some day. So on radio, that time no television were there in India. So on radio, everything was coming commentary and this and that. So I was hearing that, and that time tears came from my eyes. Then Mama said, why tears? Why you are crying? And I said that, Mama, I know that you are suffering a lot from cancer, and I don't know what will happen to you. Then Mama said that, oh child, nothing is going to happen, and whatever will happen, it will be good for us. In that way, Mama gave me such a drashti of powerful drashti, and by that way, I got such a strength that when Mama left the body, I didn't cry. In the same manner, Mama told us that if Baba has said, just see that, if Baba said that according to drama, this wall will fall. This wall will fall. Next day the wall will fall down. But when next day comes, this wall not falling. Then it is, you must understand that according to drama, Baba has told you that wall will fall. But according to drama, this wall hasn't fallen. So that much faith and that much 100% nischay, firmness in your thinking about this drama. So such a lawful way she was teaching us that in such a way you must have 100% firmness in drama. So by this way, many small things taught me such a thing that we should remain so lawful. Side by side, we should remain lawful as well. So this way, Mama gave me lesson. Then in the last stage, when Mama was sick and in Mount Abu, that time I used to, what do you say?
Bombay, it was happening. Abu.
Mount Abu, Dabba vi hete ne suki. I
Massaging.
was used to massage Mama's body, little, slowly, because she had so much pain. So I used to go to Mama all the daytime, and I used to massage Mama's body. Then one day she felt very uncomfortable. So she was not feeling well. So she said, no, I don't want. So I went away. Then another day I didn't went there to Mama because I felt that Mama do not want it, why should I go? But anyhow, on the third day, I can't control myself, and I automatically, just somebody was calling me, so I went to Mama, and I started massaging Mama. And that was the day, first time I saw so many tears were coming out from her eyes. So much, she was loveful total. And so many tears were coming out from her eyes, and she was speaking about Ramesh ji. That she was adoring Ramesh. That such a nice child Ramesh is. He is so nice that he is a really agyakari, obedient, really obedient. And he saw so much to Mama. In that way, she started adoring Ramesh so much. I didn't understand why Mama is adoring, and so much tears were coming out from her eyes. I was looking at Mama. I was just hearing at Mama that I have heard that no tears coming out from Mama's eyes. Because I have seen myself that once Baba has sent so much flowers, fresh flowers, white flowers to Mama in Murli class from Mount Abu. So much flowers. So that flowers was given to Mama and said that Baba has given these flowers to Mama. So Mama took the flowers and just throw to all the class in this way, class. Then the fan was up on the head, was just running in this way. That time all the flowers, instead of going towards the audience, towards the class, all flowers went back to her and shower on her. So everybody clapped so nicely that, oh, Mama, these flowers were for you. Then Mama was really, with her love for Baba, was looking at everybody, and so much tears were in her eyes, only in eyes. Then everybody was looking, oh, Mama's eyes has got tears. Love of love. Then Mama said, these tears will never go out of my eyes. You look, see. In this way Mama told. And that I have seen that, oh, with her love, in Baba's yad, in Baba's love, so much Mama was engrossed. And on another time, when Mama's tears were coming out of her eyes, And Mama was adoring Ramesh, virtues and everything. That I felt astonished that why this has happened. So this is the law by which in class tears doesn't come out. That was the law. That was the law which Mama has followed. That so much high respiration in Mount Abu, in that way. That much high because she has a lungs cancer. That much high respiration. But when Baba used to come before her, that time in that room even, that respiration, noise of respiration was not coming. That was the control on the body of Mama. But with love. Mama, I have seen that love for me, for Ramesh and for Baba. As well, I have seen that much control over the body. So that's why the love and pleasure, love and love, both equal in Mama.
Wonderful. I almost felt there for a minute, it's very well described. Mama Baba, can you just imagine them in a room? Can you just transcend us there back again when there was a scene, a real scene, when Mama and Baba were interacting? And if you can maybe just show us a scene like that so we can actually live that experience.
So, Kechi?
बाबा मम्मा एक्चुअली बैठा हुआ नहीं कभी तक रिएक्ट करता था काम करता था.
Very good. Mama used to keep so much regard that Dadi Janki knows better than Dadi Janki will give better experience because she was with her from childhood. But little things I am telling you, that Mama used to keep regard of Baba so much that not a single child used to keep that much regard of Baba. In Baba's room, what happened? In Baba's room, there is one gaddi, on the floor. And Baba used to sit on that gaddi. Baba always sit on the floor. So Baba used to sit on the gaddi. And we children were used to sit surrounding the Baba. Then Mama used to come, because call Mama, so Mama used to come. Mama used to come and sit on the end of the gaddi always. Baba said, come on child, come on. No. All the children were sitting on the gaddi and everybody were enjoying with Baba's company. But Mama used to keep herself aside. On the gaddi's leg was there. Mama's leg was there. But used to keep aside. That much regard she used to keep. And in Murli class also, Mama used to give her Murli in a very nice manner. But whenever Baba used to come and give the Murli class to the children, that time Mama was sitting in a total silence. In that concentration, she used to hear Baba as if Mama was totally deep engrossed in that knowledge, without any noise. That in that way, Mama used to give so much regard to Baba. And one thing, that Baba, if Baba says we must do this thing, Mama will always doing that thing. Once I know that Baba said that Mama, we like to go to outside for a picnic with Usha. Because first time when I went that time, Baba has given me the promise that I will take you outside for a picnic, I will play with you. So many promises Baba has given. Not promises, but Baba has just told me that you come to Mount Abu and we will do this, we will go for a temple, looking at the temple and this, we will go for a picnic, we will play the game, we will play the badminton, We will play the cards and so many things we will do. You do come to Mount Abu. So,
We have the distinction of flying kite also with Baba. Not only flying cards, playing cricket and all those things, but also flying kites also with Baba. That I don't think anybody else has got that experience.
so one day Baba said that Mama, we will like to go with Usha to picnic spot. So can you come? You make ready everything. So Mama said, yes, we will go for a picnic, but today my health is not good. So if you wish, we can go. Otherwise, whatever you say, we can do that. So Baba said, okay child, we will go tomorrow. Then Mama said, okay. So in every respect, Mama had a very great respect for Bap Dada. Bap Dada. And secondly, whatever Baba said, yes, yes, ji, haji, haji. In a very beautiful manner, Mama used to say, haji, haji, in that way.
Even if she couldn't do it, even if she knew she wasn't capable of doing it, she would still say Haji.
So, guys,
Yes. She was most obedient and civil.
most obedient, most obedient.
Very interesting.
Because Baba told me that if Mama is coming tomorrow, that time, Usha, I am telling you, that see how she walks, how she speaks, how she eats. So I was astonished that why, as a human being, whatever way she will walk. First time I went there, so Baba said, how she walk, how she eat, how she
Mama was
walk.
on a tour and Mama was to come back. She was busy there in Hapur, you see. You know those problems is Hapur. And so Mama came back and that she is referring to that.
So when she came, okay. Then second day she came and she went to the kitchen. And I was sitting on the table and I found that some wind slowly moving and moving. I look at the direction of the wind as if mild wind is coming towards me. So I look at that. So Mama slowly coming and went in a kitchen. That time kitchen on the other side. Went in a kitchen, gave direction with a very slow voice. Only one can hear, no other can hear. To the children, and again slowly she went back to her room. So I was noticing. So after that, I moved behind Mama. And Mama went in her room, and somebody was waiting for her for chit-chatting, whatever may be. So Mama was sitting on a gaddi, as if I had that feeling that as if Lakshmi is sitting on the gaddi. That much, all the inculcations she had, practically.
And Mama and Baba, I personally have never seen them, but we now have Daddy in front of us, Daddy Prakashmani, Daddy Janki. And how would you describe your relationship at that time with Mama and Baba, and now Daddy Prakashmani and Daddy Janki? Both of you.
Once Mama was there and Dadi Prakash Mani was in charge of Bombay Center. That time, for some reason, Dadi Pushpa Santa went in a trance. And that time she gave me the direction, in trance only, that now, in place of Mama, Dadi Prakash Mani will be there. So you must follow whatever Dadi Prakash Mani will say. That is the first thing. And now, for us now, Dadi Janki and Dadi Prakash Mani both are like Baba and Mumma. Really. And they are giving so much sustenance to all so many children. That times, though the children were less, and now so many children are there, but Dadi Janki and Dadi Prakash Mani, we find no difference. They are equally good, and that's why Baba has given the full inheritance to them.
I'd like to add an extra bit of that for Ramesh.
Can I just add something?
No, the same thing, same question, but in your business relationship with Baba and Mama, and now your business relationship with the two daddies, how is that different, on top of what we've just asked?
Before that, I would like to add something. What happened that during the lifetime of Mama, Mama was the administrative head. Officially also, proclaimed also, there were written documents also, for example, buying property. In Delhi also it was there, purchased in the name of Mama and all those things. Bank account was there also opened in the name of Mama as the administrative head. And then when Mama left body, if I remember correctly, it was June 65. So then I used to write to Baba that now you have to officially declare successor in office as the administrative head. Because during the lifetime of Mama also you did not proclaim yourself as the administrative head, but you had kept Mama as the administrative head. So you have to proclaim somebody as the administrative head officially. Otherwise, you see in the modern world, always problems are on account of inheritance. That who should succeed? Question of succession and inheritance is always there. So we should not have this type of problem in our institution. So Baba used to say that, okay child, I know what I have to do. I used to write Baba that, you see, yes, you know it, but even then what is legally required has to be done because we are living in this world. And law has to be followed because people will go by the written words, not by the oral words only. So you should do something and proclaim the successor, whomsoever you want to appoint as a successor in office, you should appoint and you should declare them as officers in charge, you see, of the administration. So Baba wrote, Baba on 1st of April 66, officially in the Murli, wrote in Sindhi, I, Prajapita Brahma Baba and all those things you see officially, and I hereby appoint Brahma Kumari Prakash Mani as administrative head and Didi Manmohini as additional administrative head. And then Baba signed, and Baba used to sign as Om. So he signed it and he sent specially a copy of that Murli to me and said that, look child, whatever you wanted me to do, I have done it. Just read it and see that it is officially and correctly, legally done. So this is how you see the question of successor in office was decided, and this is how Baba and the Dadi and Didi Manmohini were appointed official successors. But you know that, you see, officially, although they were there, you see, Brahma Baba was managing the institution. And then when Brahma Baba became Avyakta on 21st January 69, officially you see that coronation type, Baba kept a rose flower on the head of Dadi Prakash Mani and then on the head of Dadi Didi Manmohini. And like that, you see, official administrative or succession of power took place. It always happens. In case of Christ also, just before the day of his crucifixion also, he handed over keys to Peter and said that you will become my successor and I hereby transfer my powers to you. And then you will be in charge and you will be called as Father, Peter, Father, and then you will be called as Pope also, and all those things were there. So the question of successor was decided during the lifetime of Christ also. So like that here also this was decided, and this is how you see things started moving also. And then when Brahma Baba became Avyakta, Baba directed us to draft divine constitution, and this is how divine constitution was also drafted. And for that we had 7 days meeting, continuous meeting in Delhi, and this divine constitution came into being on 21st of January 69. When my turn came to take Toli from from Avyakta Bab Dada, Baba said that the moment he leaves this body, the chariot, I must sit on the Baba's seat and then explain to everyone the last gift given through the corporeal form of Brahma Baba about this trust. So you must explain everybody the establishment of trust and how trust is going to form and all those things, because you already received all those directions from Brahma Baba in writing. And then I asked Baba that we have agreed to buy this Bundi cottage, the museum. So should we buy it or not? So Baba said that yes, you have to buy it. So I said, okay, we'll buy it. Baba said, no. Now the administrative machinery, the method of administration will change. Up till now, whatever Brahma Baba was telling, it was final and binding on everybody. Now you will have meetings. And in these meetings, you see, through the medium of meetings, you will decide together, act together, and there will be joint decisions. And this is how you have to act now together. And if required, also sometimes you will have to take resolutions in writing also, so that you see, those resolutions in writing will be operative and will be effective and will be useful as evidence for outsiders also. So when the administrative machinery change and the methodology also change, so with this new methodology we are working, and this is how you see Baba has started working, and we have accepted this new method of working. So the question of Baba Mama and question of administration now with Didi Manmohini and Dadi Prakashmani or with Dadi Janki and all those things, there is a total change in the administrative policy and method. But we are following these things, and as on today also, I don't think anybody in the Yajna has any guts to oppose Dadi Prakashmani's decision or Didi Manmohini's or now Dadi Janki's decision. Whatever they say, we accept it 100%, as if they are the directions coming from Baba and Mama.
Absolutely no doubt about that. Throughout the last question for both of you, throughout your marathon path of the students of Brahma Kumaris, you probably never thought that Sangam Yuga was going to last for that long. And is there something, one of the major inspirational quality you've taken from Brahma Baba or Mama, which has helped you throughout that life?
You're asking me or Usha?
Both of you.
Well, when we said that, you see, in 61 June, we accepted Brahma Baba. So we have accepted in total. There is no question of accepting. You cannot say, he is my father for 2 hours and for 2 hours he will not be my father. Father, mother, that means that relationship is forever, for 24 hours and on 365 days. You cannot just say in part, you see, like that. And so when we accepted Baba, Mama and this divine family and this divine knowledge, we accepted in total. So there was no such question of doubting anything. When we accepted, because one thing which is always there, that we are not omniscient. Baba, Mama, and they had that power, you see, and Baba had said also, once also, that even if Brahma Baba makes any mistake, then he will cover up that mistake of Brahma Baba, and he will see that, you see, that and nothing wrong happens also. This much guarantee has been also given by Avyakta Bab Dada in that one of those messages also during the lifetime of Brahma Baba also. So there is that we accept them in total. So there is no question. And second thing, that Baba used to refer to Avyakta Bab Dada also, if required, any question is required to be sorted out also. And in those days also we used to send messages to through our messenger sisters also. And in many cases Baba used to come also into the body of messenger sisters at different places also. Baba, for example, so many times Avyakta Bab Dada came down in the body of Shil Dadi or in the body of Dadi Pushpa Shanta and others also. So like that also, things were going on, moving on also.
Usha?
Now only Baba has decided that he will come only in Mount Abu and he will come only in the body of Dadi Gulzar. In those good old days, you see, he used to come. You must have read in this book on the life of Mama also that Baba came down into the body of Dadi Shil and then we had a discussion with him for more than 2 hours.
First of all, I like to tell you that I had a no firm idea about that Shiv Baba is coming in Brahma Baba. First,
In the beginning.
in the beginning. So for 1.5 years, I was thinking and thinking that whether Baba is coming or not coming, because I was not believing that. But when once decided that Baba is coming in Brahma's chariot, then after that no problem arise in my life. As well as wherever I am working, I totally obedient to Brahma Baba. Totally. Not a single question arise. If Dadi says, Dadi Janki says, or when Baba was there, Mama was there, I am totally obedient about that. No doubt in my mind.
Great, thank you very much. And
Sanjay, we didn't get an answer to your question.
okay, well, I think
About Sangam Yoga.
sorry, what was?
But can you repeat what? Because she is,
No, I wasn't asking.
we
that.
don't
I was
mind to
asking what
see
are the qualities.
expanding the answer also, but can you repeat what you want to?
Well, my question was about what qualities did you actually take or any inspiration from Brahma Baba and Mama so that this Sangam Yug is lasting for a very long time, that you'd actually use to be able to go through this Sangam Yug? And I think you've answered that to a certain extent.
No, question about Sangam Yoga and lasting and all those things. You see, I always believe one thing, that destruction or no destruction, that is another part of the story. But we are all mortals. And therefore, you see, we should, during our lifetime, we should put in our great effort, best effort, so that you see, we during our lifetime, we can attain perfection. And for me, therefore only Brahma Baba was role model also, because look, he received this knowledge in 1936. And I remembered, you see, because I had read Ram Gita and all those Gitas also. For example, in that Gita also, Ram Gita, it has been said that to attain perfection, Jivan Mukti, so complete salvation, it requires minimum 5 births. And only for Mukti, you require at least 3 births. And all those things are there, you see, all those conditions are mentioned also in that Ram Gita. There's a dialogue between Ram and Vasishtha. But in our case, you see what happened, that Brahma Baba received his knowledge in 36, 37, and became perfect, and first human being to complete this cycle and attain perfection by 69 January. So within a short period of 32 years, he has completed this cycle of attaining perfection, and not only attaining perfection but also doing his duty as in charge of the chariot of Shiv Baba also, and doing his work also as the administrative head and all those things also. So I remember, I have firm faith in these things, that I must put in my best efforts. And time is limited, time is precious, and that's why we should do it as much as possible within this short period of our own life. So that is my aim and object. Once I asked Baba also that what happens, you see, if destruction does not take place. Baba said that it will happen to those only, those who are not conscious of destruction. But if destruction not of the world, then at least destruction of this body is going to take place. So I said that if I pay attention more of my own self rather than on the destruction of the world, will it be okay? Baba said, yes, it is okay, provided you put in, because you become time conscious and of putting in the best efforts during your lifetime. Destruction may not take place, it may take place at any time. That's another part of the story. But second thing, that because of my reading of scriptures and all those things, I also believed in this world cycle also. Because of my reading of the Dasavatar and all those things, Christianity and also of Islam and other religions also. I firmly believe that destruction always takes place. And Christianity also accepts Day of Judgment, Qiyamah, that is accepted by Islam also, Judaism and others also accept that thing. In Hinduism also accepts all those things. So I have a firm belief right from the beginning, even before taking and accepting this knowledge, that world cycle is a repetitive cycle. I had read Plato also, and Plato has said that the world cycle repeats at the end of every 10,000 years. Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba has given this knowledge that it repeats at the end of 5,000 years. But Plato has also said that the cycle repeats identically at the end of every 10,000 years. So because of this knowledge of my knowledge of philosophy and all those things, I had a firm faith on the world cycle and the repetitive character of world cycle. Because for example in Islam it is said that Qiyamah will take at the end of 14th century. If the world drama is not predictable and if world drama is not predestined, then how in Islam they could have said that Qiyamah will take place at the end of 14th century? That shows that drama is predictable. And if drama is predictable, that means it is repetitive. And therefore what happens that we are all instruments in this drama. So because of this knowledge of philosophy and all those things, I have firm faith on the drama, on this repetitive character of drama, and identical repetition also of drama.
Great. On behalf of everybody here, I'd really like to thank both Ramesh Bhai and Usha Ben from the heart for sharing great insights.
No, 1 minute. Sorry for interruption.
No problem, no problem.
No, I would like the brothers and sisters sitting here, if they have any questions, we are prepared to answer those questions.
Any questions from the floor?
Sorry
No,
for
that's
interruptions.
fine, no problem at all. I'm just wearing of time, but yeah.
You learn Raj Yoga and Patanjali Yoga. What's the difference in Patanjali Yoga and Raj Yoga?
Question from...
To answer your question, it will require 2 hours. In 2 minutes is very difficult. It is one thing is that it is taught by human beings, and here it is taught by Supreme Godfather. There it is the link, is there indirect link with God. Here there is a direct link with God, and we directly receive connection and maintenance of our energy and all those things from Shiv Baba. So the distinction is one yoga taught by human beings, the other yoga is taught by God the Supreme.
The word Patanjali, does it mean something?
Why you want to study on those things? Because of all that knowledge. Because of all that knowledge, I have already repented yesterday also, and today also I said that, look, I wasted 8 years of my life. And the golden period of 4.5 months when Brahma Baba was at my invitation in Bombay, if I had, and yesterday also I said in Leicester also, if I am given choice, I would like to see that wastage which took place in my life from 52 to 61 should not have happened. And if it is possible to correct it in next kalpa, you see, I would like to be Baba's child right from 52 and not from 61.
I think Ray Bhai had a question as well.
In 1932, Baba was trying to get mastery over his own mind. By 1936, he probably realized that he was not going to be able to attain that, although the effort
32 and 36.
in 1932 he started controlling his own mind and doing experiments with the mind so that he could have perfect control over it. But by 1936, this is in the diary that he has written, 1932 diary that eventually he has shown to people who visit now Taboo. And over 4 years, experiences and whatever happened, he realized that he wasn't going to get control over his mind, and an intruder was going to come in gradually, slowly, and take over the basement, the body, and the penthouse. The office was occupied for little periods of time. Did Baba at any stage indicate to you that the mortgage contract had changed somewhere along the line, that he had to surrender rather than...
No, that question does not arise in 32
Can you
because...
repeat the question for everybody first? So that, I don't know, can you all hear the question? If you'd like to just repeat the question.
He said that, you see, in 32, Baba tried to control his mind and spend time on that thing. And then, you see, till 1936, he could not do it. And then, but that is not a question, because from 1932 to 36, Baba was not the instrument. Baba was not the chariot of Sri Baba. He had the worldly knowledge, and through the help of worldly knowledge, he tried to master his mind and all those things. Only when, you know it very well, when you see in Brahma Baba's body, you see Sri Baba incarnated, when that birthday celebrations were.
Satsang was there in.
Satsang or something like was there, you see. And then from that party, you see, Baba got up and went to his room, and then you see there for the first time, Sri Baba incarnated in his body, and then he uttered this word, Nijananda Rupa Sivoham Shivam, that Sanskrit version was there. And Adi Brijendra saw it for the first time. So that is the period prior to that and afterward. Just in case of Gautam Buddha also. Gautam Buddha left his kingdom and all those things, you see. And then, as now we know that in his body, this pure soul of Buddha entered, and then he became Buddha. Till that time, he was Gautam only. So like that, it is in the case of also, in case of Muhammad Paigambar, Muhammad the Prophet, and all those things also, that now we realize the role of two souls. And so like that, in case of Brahma Baba also, from 32 to 36, it was the role of single soul. Brahma Baba, as a Bhagat, as a devotee of Lakshmi Narayan and all those things. So this thing happened only after, so the transformation took place after incarnation of Sri Baba in his body. So we cannot compare both the periods, and before incarnation and after incarnation. It's a world of difference between the two. Just as world of difference between Aryabhat before this knowledge and after the knowledge. You also lost mind, like me, 8 years. He received also knowledge from message from Lord Annals, but he did not pay attention to this knowledge.
Question from the sister there.
I get the feeling that Brahma Baba had a very good sense of humor. Is this true?
Yes?
The question is, the feeling the sister had is that Brahma Baba had a very good sense of humor. Is it true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies first.
Yes, Baba used to chit-chat with us also. And many times, you see, he used to play with us and all those things, you see. I mean, like a father. You see, many of you are here, you see, working as parents also, you see, when you play with your children, what happens? You have all these good senses of the world, and you see, you play with your children. Like that, Baba and
Once
Mama.
we were playing the cards, that time Baba invited me to play the card. So I said, Baba, I don't know how to play the card. So Baba said, you become my partner, because I like a Buddhu partner. So Baba said that you become my partner, and Ramesh with the other partner.
Santri Dadi.
Santri Dadi was the partner.
Or Sandeshi Dadi.
Somebody was there. Then we started playing the game. So how Baba was doing a trick that you must all know, that we were playing the cards, and now after that my turn came to play the card. So what card I should play and what way Baba said that
This is what you call joint effort.
Hindi first.
Hindi first.
And Baba, because I had told Baba, one thing, no cheating. Baba said, yes, no cheating. And then Baba told Usha that Usha has no intellect. She has to put down diamond. So I told Baba, you are cheating. It is cheating. He said, no, I am not cheating. I am giving her intellect.
In that way, varied way, Baba used to just play with us.
One more question? Anybody else? Sisters at the back? Anybody? They're all very content. So I think that's the second attempt. I'd really like to thank both our speakers for being here and sharing beautiful insights. So thank you.
On the contrary, I and Usha must thank you for giving us the opportunity of sharing and reviving all the good old days, you see. which remain in our mind as a storehouse of memories. So those memories became vivid today.
आंखों में तुम समाए थे आज ही के दिन, ओ प्राण प्यारे बाबा, प्राणों को करके अर्पण संपूर्णता को पाए थे आज ही के दिन, ओ प्यारे ब्रह्मा बाबा, आंखों के सामने से आंखों में तुम समाए